My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I am reviewing Oud and Crystal Oud by Roja Parfums. So the price for the 100ml original Oud is $5.95 and the Crystal Oud is $5.95. Key ingredients are rose saffron oud. I'm not reading the marketing. Honestly. Do we have our bottles of Oud and Crystal Oud by Roja Parfums? Are we engaged with the higher self? Let's get testing. So very, very innovative that it's colorless and the original is dark. I have tested these because of the price. The packaging is beautiful. So I'm gonna start off with Oud and then I'll go on to the Crystal Oud. So the atomizer. Very nice, eloquent, not the strongest, constructed around floral compounds, built upon lots of rose-like compounds. So phenol ether alcohol, citronellal, and citronellal at high amounts gives me a headache. Icy super. The nutmeg is really strong in this. Nutmeg, smooth, sandalwood-like raw materials, ambroxan, cashmere, fruit raw materials, sulfurine. Most of the Oud fragrances I've tested have sulfurine in actually to give it that saffron, sandalwood, patchouli. The nutmeg is really like, it's just kind of all I can detect. It's a little bit headache inducing, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is my opinion, of course, this isn't like facts. This is just like what I think. Ethyl maltol sweetening, which potentially, so when you're dealing with phenol ether alcohol, citronellal, things like that, they become really unpalatable. They become sharp, metallic, dry. Adding ethyl maltol sweetens it. Vanillin, you absolutely would add vanilla to this sort of thing. It is vibrant, but it's not, I don't know, Oud. I kind of was expecting something. I don't know what. Yeah, it's not for me at all. I'm going to say that. But I think for these sort of priced Oud fragrances, they're either going to be for you or they're not. And this is kind of not for me at all, really. It's too metallic, too sharp, too dry. Definitely not giving me the ooh la la sensation. It's just the metallic sharp thing I don't like at all. Actually, when constructing Ouds, myself personally, I always try and make them smell really likable. I always like instantly sort of likable because I'm whether that's sort of money. But maybe I should be a little bit more daring and make stuff that's like, you know, either you like it or you don't like it, but I don't know. A little bit headache inducing. I think it's the high amounts of geraniol, citronellal, phenol ethyl alcohol, kind of that is, yeah, not for me. So on to Crystal. Now I was thinking, how would they do this? So I think there's two ways to make things colorless. There's lots of I think how we did that. In my final year of university, I had to make a compound which is synthesized colorless, and we put it through these tubes. This is over 20 years ago, so there was maybe fractional distillation. There was something, and maybe an enzyme, so something in it came out colorless at the bottom, and it took the color compounds out. But these things took purified it. So that's one way of doing it. The other way is to reformulate it and to use compounds which are colorless. So a lot of raw materials are completely colorless, and there are forms of patchouli which are very light. So if you were something that was very dominantly patchouli based, you could use patchouli like raw materials, so aroma chemicals that smell of patchouli but are colorless, and use small amounts of patchouli. So there's different ways to do different things. What's interesting about when you do like a chemistry degree, which gives you like a broad understanding of chemistry, when you go into your specialized field, you kind of forget all of it. I used to love medicinal chemistry and I've forgotten so much of it. I can remember functional chemistry, but I can't remember much of anything. And physical chemistry, I can't remember anything. Anyway, this is colorless. Seems to be wider. So this is musk heavy, my goodness. So this is high amounts of ambretolide, and ambretolide at high amounts is really clean. So this is a cleaner musk choice. This is much, much more musk heavy. Ambretolide, galaxolide, it's much, much more palatable, I think, because it seems to be cleaner. The original's got like to me, in my opinion, it's got a little bit of a dirty quality. And I know some people like dirty ouds and like dirty fragrances, but for me personally, I always like things sort of slightly cleaner. Even if you're dealing with sort of like balsams and patchouli, I always like a sort of slight clean edge to it. This is sort of a bit cleaner. Slightly sweeter, but still in keeping with the natural, still in keeping with the smell, but it sort of smells a little bit cleaner. I think it's a very, very clever idea to have sort of colourless. The original is sort of like dark, dark, dark. Yeah, not for me. To be very honest with you, I want to go and wash this off. It's kind of not for me at all. I prefer the crystal one, but not for me at all. I am, how many ouds have I got? I don't know. I love oud. I'm buying quite a lot of it in because my business is growing. I'm a bit of an oud snob. I've got a fragrance coming out with oud that I've had created for me. I love oud. I love naturals and kind of ouds. I'm a bit more oud, rose, tuberose are sort of very natural, exotic sort of things which I love. I'm fussy and I think I've got a right to be fussy with these sort of things. I think they're great. I think the company's safe, legal, compliant, super professional. The money, it is what it is with this range, and I kind of think that's what it is. And I think a lot of people I've noticed like buying this because the packaging and like it because it's expensive. They know it's expensive, and I think that carries this range quite a while. But I don't like this, and I'm not going to mark it. So there you go. I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.